By 2012, 2% of Northern Ireland's electricity consumption must come from non-wind, indigenous renewable energy sources. That's the equivalent of nearly 15,000 homes. In July 2008, CGen produced the first ever commercial electricity powered by the tides. The £10 million turbine, based in Strangford Lough, County Down, now puts back onto the grid enough electricity to power 1,000 homes. So there is some way to go, but consultants based here believe they are building on a strong engineering tradition and are well placed geographically to make waves in the industry.
Primarily we're offshore engineers, specialists in renewable energy technology and renewable energy resources. We're beginning to see some of the big energy companies get involved, and indeed we would partner up with these energy companies to identify the sites and to develop the technology that will help these projects get off the ground. We're based here at the Northern Ireland Science Park in Belfast, which is an ideal place to locate our business. The infrastructure that we have available here, close proximity to I suppose industrial partners such as Harlan and Wolff, it means we can take on these very challenging projects backed with well supported infrastructure.
Northern Ireland has some of the best tidal resources in the British Isles, and indeed further west we have a very fine wave energy resource down the west coast. So in Northern Ireland we're ideally placed to tackle these renewable sources of energy head on. In addition to that, the very strong research base that we have in Queen's University, and indeed the supporting engineering advice that companies such as RPS can provide, again is a very strong resource in Belfast. So between the two, I think that there's a great scope for developing this new industry.
B9 Energy are already well established in the wind power industry, but see marine power as having huge potential for development.
Well, we've found that the skills required to develop any renewable energy project are pretty well transferable. So, the success we had in wind development is now just being brought to bear for tidal power. Their electricity generating machines are connected to the grid. You have to get planning approval and you have to assess the technology. So all of these things we've done before and we're just transferring across now. CGen in particular has shown that the resources in Northern Ireland can be brought to bear to deliver a profitable project. Now, we need to be looking at manufacturing, design, project development, and certainly Northern Ireland has all of those skills today. It's a nice, manageable size. We all know each other, we're friendly, and I think that it's a good environment to do business.
Queen's University Belfast has been involved at all stages of development of marine technology, with excellent testing facilities and world-renowned scientists.
There are only a handful of devices in the world, and therefore we're at the early stages of the commercial development process. But Northern Ireland is very well placed to support this, because not only do we have the academic facilities, but also we have superb facilities for testing devices. So with very sophisticated wave tanks with these controlled waves within them, with very sophisticated monitoring equipment, laser systems which can track fluid particles within the water, where we can map the flow around objects that are in the water to try and help us understand the hydrodynamics of what is going on, because we build mathematical models to describe the processes that are going on, which feed directly into the design processes for these types of devices.
The industry in Northern Ireland is expanding, and help on entering this sector or growing your business is available from Invest Northern Ireland.
We see the sustainable energy sector as having significant opportunities in Northern Ireland, both in terms of the growth of our existing business base, but also in terms of attracting new investment. We can offer business a range of support, both in terms of start-up support in Northern Ireland, research and development support, and support to enter new marketplaces. We have the right skills base, we have a very competitive cost structure, we have good infrastructure within the universities. We'll work with businesses closely to ensure that they have the right property and also that they develop the right linkages.